Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. Salam Malaysia Madani. Salam pendidikan bermutu. Insan terdidik negara sejahtera. Today we are honored to be joined by Professor Dr. Namtip, President of the International Library and Information Science Society, I-LISS, and President of the Thailand Literacy Association. With her extensive experience in literacy, library development and information science, she has made significant contributions to advancing knowledge and reading culture across the region. Thank you for joining us, Doctor. To begin, could you share your thoughts on the role of book fairs like KLIBF in promoting literacy and lifelong learning?
Well, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm Namtip from Thailand. I was a librarian and now I'm a professor in library information science. Well, it's very important nowadays because the lifelong learning education is very important, especially for young people to have the opportunity in reading. So you should be able to have the reading opportunity since their young age until they get to the upper level in secondary, primary school education and secondary education and also university level. And after that, after the graduation, they also need to have a chance to visit the library to get access to books or any learning materials to develop the quality of life. That's very important. Yeah.
I see. So let's move on to our first question. Doctor, how do you see the role of libraries revolution, like from digital and from physical to digital? And what's the biggest challenge in keeping LISS professionals up at right now?
Well, we come up from in the past 30 or 40 years that we have technology, especially the internet. So we have the physical libraries, which is the learning space for everyone. And also at the same time, we are move forward to the technology tools that we use for learning. So it's very important to learn about, to have the technology skills. And also at the same time, reading even in the physical books or the ebook, it's important to know the content of the subject. So I think in every curriculum in the university, we also need to teach a student in order to have the digital literacy, in order to have the ability to access to information.
So it actually doesn't matter whether it's physical or digital,
Right.
as long as we are trying to keep up with the generation interest, right?
That's right.
Right. Next question is, what is the secret to getting Asian countries and global association to team up better so we can finally eliminate the digital barrier and make it accessible to everyone?
To the barrier, I think the gaps is come from when you don't have access to the library, That's why the library is very important. Since in the past until now, the library is the place for equal education. So we need to have the library as infrastructure of learning ecosystem for us to be able to access the learning materials and reading materials everywhere. So how to get rid of that barrier? I think open access is very important. That's why we need to develop the open digital repository for people to get access online at the ebook, e-learning, and to develop the training skill for them. I think is that kind of barrier can be solved that problem. Yeah.
I see. Finally, Doctor, we are at the end of our podcast. My last question will be, looking at your involvement with the Thailand DOI Service Center, to what extent does open access helping the researchers from Asia to get the global spotlight?
Well, DOI is a digital object identifier, which is the part of the persistent identifier. As you know, ISBN, ISSN. And now today with digital object, we need to have the digital object identifier. So after we have the service for publications either thesis or report, in even ebook from the provided by the National Research Council of Thailand. We provide that for about 15 years already, and now is the time to have a consortium. That means that we work together with university, with other organizations that publish digital contents to have DOI. So that linkage will help us to evaluate and analytics data. And if we can connect with other Asian countries, in order to know analyze the content that we can work together, I think it's very important.
So the DOI work. So the DOI work as a platform of connection to get every Asian country to be connected together, so we can get the global spotlight, right? I see. Thank you, Doctor, for sharing your valuable insights and experience with us today. We hope this conversation could inspire our listeners to appreciate the importance of literacy, libraries, and the power of reading in building knowledgeable communities. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.